I am Gregory, and this is Pinsane. Yes. So, when last we saw this Majohn C4, I was concerned about it. It had some hard starting and some skipping. I did end up carrying it around with me that day, and the issues persisted. So I was basically ready to give up on the pen. So I decided, well, I'm gonna just dump the ink. So I dumped the ink in the sink, and 2 fibrous clusters came out, and I was a little surprised. So I don't know, they just seemed kind of fibrous. I don't know if the ink had gone bad, or if it was contaminated, or what the issue was, or if some debris got in there. So I figured, well, I'll try using a different ink. So then I tried Birmingham Pen's Smokebox, and I was having similar issues. And then I was like, you know what? Well, maybe there is still some debris in the pen, and I'm not giving Smokebox a fair test, or the pen a fair test, really. So I completely disassembled the pen and cleaned it. I did notice during that process there was one little particle that was stuck to the end of the feed. Not the nib end, but the other end of the feed that came off in the sink. So I suspect that was clogging it. So I'm very concerned about this Lamy crystal agate ink. Either it's gone bad or it's contaminated, but either way, it's going away. So I did load this up with, oh, there you go, with Birmingham Pen Company Smokebox. And as you see, this is a 120 milliliter bottle. So I have plenty of it, yes. So we're just going to do a little writing test here. So we have a fair example of this pen, because I originally called this the Opus 88 killer. And then in my other video, I sort of retracted that, but I'm hoping that this is indeed going to be the Opus 88 killer for me. Others may have had different experiences with Opus 88s, but my experience with the Halo in particular has not been good. So anyway, all right, so this is first of all, that's nice and juicy now. Yeah. So the Majohn C4 with a medium nib, and the ink is and let's do our little test here. Not a single issue. Yeah, so I am super, super happy that the Majohn C4 is working, and working beautifully. You see it laid down plenty of ink there. Not a single skip. Some decent ink flow. Oh yeah. So this is just my update to this pen. So this has been the Majohn C4 with a medium nib. loaded with Birmingham Pen Company Smokebox. And this is definitely a darker gray than Kaweco's Smoky Gray, which is my favorite gray. But this is pretty darn good, and I have plenty of it. So anyway, there was a happy ending to this story, so thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.